Welcome to the People Processes podcast, where we dive deep into the mechanisms that enhance employee engagement and propel business success. I'm your host, Rami Alijil, CEO of People Processes, and today we're going to demystify the selections of the safe harbor match for your 401k plan. Whether you're a seasoned HR professional or a business leader looking to optimize your benefits package, this episode is for you. So let's get started. A well-structured 401k isn't just a fancy financial term. It's a key piece of the puzzle when it comes to attracting and retaining top talent. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a very financially savvy rabbit. But here's the kicker: choosing the right match program can make all the difference. The beauty of a safe harbor match lies in its guarantee for employers and its ability to bypass many troublesome compliance tests that traditional 401ks must go through. It's like getting a VIP pass at the concert. Fewer hurdles, more perks, quick and easy. Of course, sometimes safe harbor isn't the right choice. If you're interested in longer vesting schedules, more control, bigger or smaller matches, you won't be able to do a safe harbor. That's okay, but it means restrictions on the plan to pass compliance testing. This episode isn't about that, but subscribe to keep an eye out for an upcoming episode, Understanding 401k Compliance Testing, where we dive into those pitfalls that come from a traditional 401k. Assuming you're doing safe harbor, let's get to the options. There are quite a few. Let's break down the most common option first so we understand it. The normal one, which you will see in many standard small businesses, matches 100% of the employee's contribution up to 3% of their pay, and then 50% of the next 2% of the pay. So that's, if they put in 1% of their salary, you put in 1%. If they do 3, you do 3. If they do 4, you do 3.5, and if they do 5, you do 4. That caps you at 4% match. If they do 20%, assuming they can, you're still only putting in 4. This is the most common safe harbor match. It's generous, it incentivizes employees to contribute a decent chunk of their pay towards retirement, but there's a lot more to consider. One downside of this is there's no vesting. That structure means when you match, that goes into their 401k account, and that's their money. If they leave the organization, they get to take it with them, roll it into a new 401k, or even take it out as cash and pay a bunch of taxes and penalties. Now, here's a blend I recommend, a better setup for most small businesses getting into this. Instead of matching 100% of their contribution up to 3% of pay, you can set up to match 100% of their contribution up to 1% of their pay, followed by a 50% match of the next 5. That means if they put in 6, you're putting in 3.5. The total investment from the company is actually a bit lower, but it has a special addition. Unlike with the normal option, you can add a 2-year vesting schedule to this one. That means if an employee doesn't complete at least 1,000 hours 2 years in a row, the employer match is forfeited. This is a great starter plan that won't break your bank as an employer and puts all the right incentives in place. The employee has to do 6% instead of 5% to max out their match, and they got to stick around for 2 years in order to get the match. Again, as a small business, getting started, this is a great place to start. For those of you who are looking to pull out all the stops, you can actually do 100% up to 6% of pay with that optional 2-year vesting contract as well. Those are the only 2 setups that allow you to do the 2-year vesting under Safe Harbor. This is the go big or go home option for companies really wanting to vest in their employees. Choosing the right match isn't about picking a number from a hat. There are many other Safe Harbor setups where you, for example, contribute 2% of their salary no matter what they do, even if they put in 0, or match a certain percent up to 4%. There's a bunch of different ones. But this gives you an idea. There's the normal one, 100% of 3%, and then 50% of the next 2. And then the 2 I described, whether it's 100% of the first one, followed by 50% up to 5, or 100% up to 6, that allow those vesting schedules. I really like a vesting schedule. I highly recommend going with one of those. It's all about aligning your choice with your budget and your incentives with the employees, understanding those saving habits of your employees. Think of it as customizing your coffee order. Some like it black, some like it with cream, some like a sprinkle of cinnamon, but it's always something you want to put in place and figure out how to make fit in your budget. To brew the perfect 401k plan, consider consulting with a financial expert or benefit specialist over at People Processes. And remember, offering a well-structured safe harbor match not only boosts the employee participation, but will help you maintain long-term employees, lower turnover, put in place those incentives to stick around with you. There are a lot more options. If you want a quick guide to them, check out the link in the description or go to peopleprocesses.com and find this episode. Drop your email in on that description link, and we'll email you a layout of all the options because there are many more than we covered in here. But I think these three really give you an idea of what's possible. The normal one, the 50% match where you're totally maxed out at 3.5, or the dollar for dollar up to 6% with those vesting schedules. That's it for today. If you found this episode useful, insightful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and swing by our website, peopleprocesses.com, for more HR insights. I'm Rami Alijil, reminding you that 401k isn't just numbers and percentages. It's a legacy, a pledge, and perhaps the most heartfelt gratitude you can extend to your team, helping them prepare for their retirement. So, armed with this newfound knowledge, venture out, shape futures, make informed choices, and let every decision resonate with the purpose of your organization. I'm signing off. I hope you have a great day. Now, get out there and get your work done.